Today I will be explaining the second experiment of the AD lab, that is a relaxation oscillator. So the title of the experiment is Design a 1 kHz relaxation oscillator with 50% duty cycle. As we have discussed in the previous lab, 50% duty cycle indicate TH and TL both should be of same size. That is same period for 0.5 millisecond and TL also should be 0.5 millisecond. This has been derived here. So before going to the relaxation oscillator, we should know what exactly is an oscillator. Oscillator is the one which produces a sustained oscillation. That is, we get two types of an output waveform. This is a sustained oscillation. Sustained oscillation in the sense the oscillation having the constant amplitude and constant frequency. That such type of oscillations are called as sustained oscillations. Sustained oscillations are produced by an oscillator. It is called as relaxation oscillator because you can see that there are two types of output waveform. One is capacitor output waveform, one is a rectangular output or square type of an output waveform. This is an oscillation. It is called as relaxation oscillator because the frequency of the oscillation is based on the charging and discharging of the capacitor. Meaning, if the capacitor charges for 0.5 millisecond and discharges for 0.5 millisecond, then TH will be 0.5. That is, when the capacitor is charging, the output waveform will be high. When it is discharging, output waveform will be low. That is, overall frequency of oscillation will be 1 millisecond. That is, suppose if a capacitor charges for only 0.2 millisecond and discharges only for 0.2 millisecond, then the frequency of an oscillator, whenever it is getting charged, then the output will be high. When it is getting discharged, output will be low. That is, frequency will be TH will be 0.2, TL will be 0.2. Overall time period will be 0.4 millisecond. If T is 0.4 millisecond, F will be 1 by 0.4 millisecond. Frequency changes. Here frequency was in this 0.5 plus 0.5. T is 1 millisecond. That is 1 by 1 millisecond. Since the frequency of an oscillation changes based on the charging and the discharging of the capacitor, hence it is called as a relaxation oscillator. Now, we need to design a relaxation oscillator. For designing a relaxation oscillator, we require the following components. That is, the main component is we require op-amp, that is 741 IC, and a resistor 10 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm, and a capacitor 0.1 microfarad, as well as we require a CRO to measure the amplitude as well as the frequency of the oscillation, and digital trainer kit for connecting the circuit. As I told before, he has been asked to design a relaxation oscillator for what frequency of 1 kHz. That is, the data given is 1 kHz frequency. Based on the data, you need to design it. Design it in the sense you need to find out the value of R2, R1, capacitor and this R. Based on the data given, finding out the value of all these components is nothing but your designing. So we'll see how to find out the value of all these components. So we have to make use of the data given as well as the formula of that particular oscillator. So we have to consider this formula. Given is frequency is 1 kHz. This is a formula T is equal to 2RC ln 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta, where beta is equal to R1 by R1 plus R2. Beta is called as feedback fraction. That is, we have to assume R1 is equal to R2. Then the equation 1 becomes, if I substitute R1 is equal to R2 and substitute that beta in this formula, we get T is equal to 2RC ln of 3. So, and we have to assume, so we have found out this is a formula we got. So we have to assume few values, capacitor as 0.1 microfarad, and from this equation we need to find out the value of R. So R will become T by 2C into ln of 3. Substitute T as 1 millisecond, because frequency is given as 1 kilohertz. We know that T is equal to 1 by F. That is T is equal to 1 by 1 kilohertz. T will become 1 millisecond. Substitute 1 millisecond here. 2 into capacitor assumed is 0.1 microfarad. Micro is nothing but 10 raised to 6 and into ln of 3 is 1.099. After substituting this, we get the value R as 5 kilo ohm. We have found out the one of the component value, that is R. Making use of the data as well as making use of the formula. Now, after finding the R value, we have already assumed capacitor as 0.1 microfarad. Since we know that R1 is equal to R2, we are going to assume R1 also. If R1 is 10 kilo ohm, R2 will also be 10 kilo ohm. So, R1 is 10 kilo ohm, R2 is 10 kilo ohm. The only thing is we found out the main feedback resistor, that is R is 5 kilo ohm. Making use of these values, you need to get this two output waveform. This is one oscillation output waveform and this is a capacitor waveform. After getting these two waveform, you need to cross check whether this output waveform has a frequency of 1 kilohertz. That is, we have to measure the overall time period of this oscillation. This overall time period, if it is 1 millisecond, that indicates that frequency is 1 kilohertz. And we also should cross check the 50% duty cycle. 50% duty cycle indicate TH is 0.5 millisecond, TL is 0.5 millisecond. So we have to measure TH. TH will be 0.5. In a CRO you need to measure this, and TL is also 0.5 millisecond. You can see that the capacitor waveform, only when the capacitor is charging it will be high. When it is discharging, you can see that output will be low. These are the two types of waveform we get for an oscillator. You can observe that both the waveforms are an output waveforms. We can't see any input here. Without any external input, oscillator produces an output. So such oscillator is called as a relaxation oscillator. I'll repeat, relaxation, it is called as relaxation oscillator because the frequency of an oscillation is based on the charging and discharging of the capacitor. So this is about the explanation of the relaxation oscillator.